Driving electric alone will not prevent the economy from emitting CO2, but KBC aim to sustainably transform the industry as it currently stands. This means helping industrial partners to produce lower carbon chemicals, fuels, power and building materials, whilst at the same time dramatically reducing their current emissions. We went to their head office in Walton-on-Thames to hear more.
Okay, so essentially we're looking at a simulator.
KBC are world leaders in CO2 reduction. Their consulting and software capabilities are helping clients cut the amount of carbon they use in the production of oil, gas and chemicals.
It can now very accurately predict the carbon intensity of fuels, the carbon intensity of products, how we make the fuels, how we can then begin to remove carbon and substitute hydrogen or synthetic fuels, or e-fuels as they're called.
Executive Vice President of Technology, Andy Howell, says it's like a smart meter in the home, but on a much wider industrial scale.
Can you give us an example of how much pollution has been measured and how much of an impact this has had?
The majority of refineries or gas plants around the world now measure their CO2 emissions in millions of tonnes per year. They measure their energy input to produce their products. And we can then set goals to reduce that. So many of our customers have got reductions of 5, 10, 15, 20% on the slate. And we're building a journey with them from a foundation of chemical engineering on how to achieve that. And that's all done from a desktop in Walton-on-Thames, 2,000 miles away from the plant.
Amazing.
Simon Calverley is Consulting Product Integration Director. He says KBC are committed to helping their clients through the energy transition.
We've got these skills, experience, software, whether it's a refinery producing transport fuels, a petrochemical site producing chemicals, somebody producing building materials. We're helping them to reduce the amount of energy that they use. Reduction in energy means reduction in carbon dioxide output.
To achieve this, KBC are helping leading operating companies and investors decide which alternative feedstocks and products they can use, produce and invest in. Consultant Maria del Mar Galmes believes decarbonisation is no longer a choice, but a global imperative that's driving industry-wide change.
Due to the current environmental conscience, our clients are changing the way they produce chemicals and fuels, and on top of that, reducing energy consumption drives competitors to also reduce energy consumption.
What does this shift in focus mean for customers and for sustainability?
A decrease in emissions now is mandatory to become more sustainable. CO2 is one of the most important emissions. So our clients have changed their effort in sustainability, and we have changed our focus as well as a result.
What most excites me is that we can have a real world impact on the energy transition.
And we can really make a difference as chemical engineers in the world to become a more sustainable society.
As a chemical engineer and an environmentalist, I'm thrilled to be part of it, to be part of projects that we help clients reduce the carbon footprint and the environmental impact of our industry as a whole.